Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. Welcome back to What's on the Playlist today. Today I want to talk about the album Unsupervised by the band Monopuff, an image of which you will see here. This album came out in 2006. I think it largely flew under the radar. It didn't get a lot of attention, which is probably a good reason for me to bring it up now. One thing I didn't realize, I bought this album on a whim. It was one of those things that I saw, I'm not sure. I used to do like a CD of the month club, where you would buy like 12 records for $1, 12 CDs for $1, and then you had to buy another like 4 or 5 albums over the course of the year at regular prices. Great way to buy a ton of albums for cheap, because even if you buy them at full price, you would wind up paying like $4.50 for each CD. So brand new, off the rack CDs, good deal. I would join and quit and join and quit and join and quit. And I think that's where I got this, because by 2006, I wasn't going to record stores and flipping through the racks much anymore. And I bought this because it was like, I had to pick out the albums. Like, well, it's in the alternative music section. It looks weird. I'll buy it. And I've listened to it a couple times. I had listened to it a few times before I realized that, hey, this sounds a lot like They Might Be Giants. And when I looked into it, it's like, oh, this is John Flansburgh from the They Might Be Giants as a solo project. I didn't even know that when I bought the album. I just, picked it up. It's not exactly like They Might Be Giants. It does feel a bit different. I mean, vocally, you can recognize it. It still has some similar quirky qualities that you might find in a They Might Be Giants album. But Monopuff is, like I said, John Flansburgh's solo project. Most of the songs are written by him. He's got a couple cover songs. But it's very They Might Be Giants adjacent. I think this album's a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of They Might Be Giants, although a few of their songs are kind of iffy for me. I like a lot of their stuff. And this falls in the same category. Has a lot of the same feel, a lot of the same tempo. It doesn't have quite the same musical composition as it does with, John and John. This is just Flansburgh by himself. So the musical composition is a bit different. I think it's a bit less quirky than the two of them together. It's still kind of quirky. I mean, they're both the weird little nerds that they are. So, but I mean, basically the title track with the second song is Unsupervised, I Hit My Head. I really like that song. Careless Santa, The Devil Went Down to Newport. What Bothers the Spaceman, so definitely They Might Be Giant adjacent. I was surprised that, it was hard for me to find information on this album, beyond its release date. Like I said, it flew under the radar. Even on going on looking for They Might Be Giant stuff, you'll basically just see this mentioned as a solo project. You won't see anything else about it in detail. I tried looking for reviews of the album, and they weren't very good, which surprised me. I did find a few positive reviews of this album. The first place I looked, there was 5 or 6 right on top that were negative reviews, saying that he should have just stuck to doing stuff with the other John. With the exception of being Unsupervised, I Hit My Head, everyone's saying that sounds like a They Might Be Giant song. That sounds like something of quality enough that should have been on a regular They Might Be Giants album. But I really liked this. So finding negative reviews of it really surprised me. And that was really all I could find. I couldn't find anything. There's nothing in the liner notes, nothing from, the two Johns themselves talking about this, about anything behind the scenes that might have been going on, any themes they might be trying to. I couldn't find anything. So much like a previous album that I reviewed, this is going to be fairly short because there's not much else I can say about it. Other than that, if you like They Might Be Giants, you will probably like this as well. So yeah, it's a short video. As always, thanks for watching. And usually during this point, I would say my videos are crap, don't watch my crap. Because I'm not big into self-promotion, and my videos are crap. But I think for this, I'm going to start doing something different at this point, especially for my music reviews, is that music is meant to be shared. So if you watch this video and you check this album and like it, check out some of the other stuff I've reviewed. Don't watch my videos, they're awful. But at least see what bands I've talked about and check those out as well. It's not all the same genre. I do bounce around a lot between genres. But I mean, if you listen to this album and like it, then see what else, then at least check out the other music that I've liked. I did this to share my music. And telling you not to watch my other videos seems somehow counter to that. So don't like and share my videos, but like and share the music. I think is my best way of saying that. And until next time, good hunting.